Hey guys, happy Thursday to you. I'm being told that this is the last assignment I can give you guys for the year. So this is the video for Autodesk Fusion. As you can see, if you're not using Fusion, you should be switching videos to the one that you're using. Okay, so as you can see, what we're going to be doing today is the cap screw to hold the wheel onto the body. Okay, we can gather a lot of information from this right here, the 1/4 UNC by 1 inch. That means that this screw, or this thread, this fastener, is a 1/4 inch by 20 threads per inch, universal national course by 1 inch long. It means it's 1 inch from the underside of the head to the very end. The threaded portion, or the shaft, is 1 inch long. So we're going to start this by creating a new part. Design. Okay, where am I here? I'm going to go right to save, because I don't want to lose it like yesterday. Axle cap screw, or axle bolt. Let's just go with bolt. Axle bolt. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put a sketch on here. Start on the front side, and let me bring this back over again. Best way to make this is to draw the profile and then revolve this around this. So remember, every place that there's a diameter, what we're drawing is half of it. Okay? So we're going to start out with a line at the center, and we're going to come up 1 inch, 0.125, an inch and an eighth, 1.125 inches. Hit enter. Let me zoom in on this a little bit so it's easier to see. All right. And then I'm going to draw a line from the top of that line over 1/8 of an inch, which is 0.125. Then I'm going to draw a line at the bottom, straight over 0.125, or 1/8 of an inch, as such. Next line, where we left off at the bottom, and that's going to come up 1 inch. As we stated, that was 1 inch from there to the bottom of the fastener. Now, looking at this, I can see this in red. It says that this has a diameter of 0.422 from here to the outer ring there. So I'm just going to draw my line from there out, and then click, hit escape to release myself out of that tool, and then I'm going to dimension it from the center line to the tip of that line, and that is what I want to be 0.422 divided by 2, or just 0.211. Now, up here you'll notice we have a dimension of 0.031. That's that little lip on the edge of the screw. So we're going to draw a line from that end straight up, 0.031. Okay. So now, this sphere, if this was here, all the way over, this SR means that it's a spherical radius of 0.236 inches. So, in order to do that, I'm going to want to come up here to the tool ribbon, click on Create, go to Arc, and do a 3-point arc. What that'll allow us to do is to click on the end of the line there, the end of the line there, and then we can just drag either negative or positive. But what I want to get is very close to a straight line, but I want it just to go just a little tiny bit to the outward, and then click on that. That way when I dimension this to 0.236, it will automatically find the center point needed for that radius. So we didn't have to find a center point for that. All right. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is finish this sketch. Come up to Create and choose Revolve. Now, the profile is not blue because it's already been selected. There's only one profile there, so there's no option. It's automatically jumped to the axis, so we have to select that. So I'm clicking on that line and then clicking OK. All right. Now the next thing that we're going to want to do is put a sketch on the top there. Next thing we need to do is to put the hole in the top here for the wrench to go in. An Allen head wrench or a hex socket wrench. It says it's 5/32 of an inch across the flats and it's 0.111 deep. So we're going to put a sketch on the top there. Create sketch, put it on the top, and then come up here to Create and find the polygon tool, and we're going to go with the inscribed polygon. Come over to the center, make sure that you have 6 chosen, and just go ahead and click somewhere and then dimension so that we can go from flat to flat and set that to be 5 divided by 32, which is 5/32 of an inch. Okay. Go ahead and finish that sketch, and then we're going to come up to Modify. What we would call, this is the first time I just noticed that, it's not called Extrude, it's called Push-Pull. So we're going to press pull the polygon. And instead of new body, we're going to choose cut. Distance, I guess we have to go with negative 0.111. Going back and forth from Onshape to Inventor to Fusion, the differences between using all 3 softwares sometimes throws me off, where one is positive and the other one is negative and the other one you just drag. So the next thing we need to do, let's take a look at our drawing again here, is put this 45 degree by 0.03 chamfer on the bottom so it's easier to start the thread. And in order to do that, I'll flip this thing over and modify chamfer. Instead of equal distance, I want distance and angle. Okay. I'm going to click on that corner. And there they are. That's what I was looking for, was the distance and the angle. You got to click on it first. 0.03 and 45s. And there we go. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is put our thread on this surface here. And okay, so come up to Create in the tool ribbon and come down to Thread to add an internal or external thread. We're going to click on the outer surface of that, and it recognizes that we already have the diameter of 0.25, so it's putting that up. We could choose a quarter 20 Unified National screw thread. I don't know what UNS 27 is. Quarter 28 is Unified National Fine Thread. They don't have pipe thread here. So we can choose right hand or left hand thread, and you can see it changes the direction. The standard though is right hand thread. Click OK, and those are our threads. That is our completed fastener. Click Save. And I need you to get a picture of this, screen capture, whatever. And if you can get it so that one shot so I can see you got your chamfer and threads, the other side so I can see you got your wrench hole in the top, we'll be all set. Stick that in a Google Doc, send me a link to it, and then that'll be the end of it. This is the last assignment that I can assign, and you have another week to finish up all missing stuff, so please get it to me as soon as possible. And thanks a lot, guys.